$75,000. That's serious. I swallowed the humiliation. This feels targeted. Richard leaned back. Nobody is targeting you. Then why jump straight to $75,000? You accumulated weekly fines for noncompliance. I didn't know I was noncompliant. Karen said, ignorance doesn't excuse violation. So you expect me to tear down a building that predates your authority? Richard tapped the table. We expect compliance. And if I don't, we escalate. I stared at him. You're threatening my home. I'm enforcing policy. That workshop was here when I bought the place, I said. You approved my purchase. The structure wasn't disclosed properly. That's not my fault. It's your responsibility now, Karen said. Mark shifted in his chair. Maybe we could pause the fines until we verify the timeline. Richard snapped. We are not pausing anything. I felt heat rise in my chest. You're making a mistake. Richard smiled again. Then prove it. The meeting moved on like my life wasn't hanging in the air. Outside, neighbors avoided my eyes. One man muttered, should have followed the rules. I walked to my truck feeling like I'd been dragged through the mud. When I got home, my sister Rachel was waiting on the porch. How bad is it? She asked. 75,000. Her jaw dropped. For the workshop? Yeah, that's insane. They're threatening a lien. She stood up straight. You can't let them bully you. I'm not trying to start a war. They already did, she said. You think this stops at 75? I didn't answer. She crossed her arms. That's insane. What aren't you telling me? I don't know yet, I admitted. Something feels off. Like what? Like they're pushing too hard. Rachel stepped closer. So push back. With what? Anger. With facts. That night, I pulled out the old file box from my closet. Purchase agreement, inspection report, survey copy. I spread everything across the dining table. There has to be something, I muttered. Rachel brought me coffee. What are you looking for? Proof the workshop predates the HOA. You think they know that already? If they do, then this isn't about compliance. What's it about? Control. She sat down across from me. Then don't give it to them. I flipped through the property deed. That's weird, I said quietly. What? There's an addendum attached. About the workshop. No. About retained rights. Retained by who? I scanned the faded text. Original grantor, I read. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Is it important? I don't know yet. Rachel watched my face. You've got that look. What look? The one you get when you're about to dig in. I exhaled slowly. They think I'll panic and pay. Will you? No. Good. I picked up the HOA letter again. $75,000. You really want to do this? Rachel asked. I looked at the deed in my other hand. They said prove it. I said quietly. And I think I just might. I folded the letter carefully instead of crumpling it. They wanted a fight, I said. Rachel gave a small smile. Then let's make sure they pick the wrong house. I stared at the old addendum again. Retained rights. What aren't they telling me? I whispered. And more importantly, what don't they know? I walked into the emergency board hearing with the certified letter in my hand. Richard didn't wait for me to sit down. You think you're above the rules? He asked. I think you're misreading the rules, I replied. Karen sighed loudly. We've been over this. No, I said. You've repeated the same claim without proof. Richard leaned forward. Your structure violates Section 8. 4. It predates the HOA, I said. That matters. It doesn't, he snapped. You're not special. I'm not asking to be special, I said. I'm asking you to follow the law. Karen flipped through her binder. Compliance is simple. Tear it down. I stared at her. You want me to demolish a permitted structure? It's not permitted by us, she replied. It didn't need your permission when it was built. Richard tapped his pen. You bought into an HOA. I bought a property with existing improvements. Then you should have done better research, Karen said. Mark cleared his throat. Did we verify the original construction date? Richard didn't look at him. We verified enough. That's not an answer, I said. Richard turned to me. The fines will continue to accrue weekly. How much now? I asked. 82,000, Karen said flatly. I felt the number hit me like a shove. You added 7,000 in a week. Noncompliance penalties, Richard replied. You're escalating this on purpose. We're enforcing policy, he said. Elena finally spoke.